Is it even welcome back? If it has been 1, 2, 3, 4, I can't even keep count how many months it has been, because it has been a very long time. So I guess that means that I need to reintroduce myself, because you guys probably don't even know who I am. But that is okay. My name is Kiana, and welcome to Kiana ASMR. This is like a lot for me, because for so long, made so many excuses as to why I shouldn't make a video. But recently, I took some time to set goals for myself. Actually, my church started a 21 days of fasting and praying, and I am not the type of person that likes to fast for no reason. Sorry, I'm just really distracted by the noise, and another excuse that I was coming up with is that it was never quiet enough for me to make a video, but felt like this is as good as it's gonna get, and I could keep making excuses, or I could just make do with what I have. But anyways, back to the fast. So I don't like to start a fast without having goals for the fast. So I was just making goals and just dreaming for myself, and one of my goals is just to get back to this. And I made all of 3 videos, but I really enjoyed making them, which is why I am here and I am back. And I said that I was going to release 1 video per week. 1 video per week. 1 video per week. 1 video per week. 1 video per week for the remainder of this fast, and just see how I feel, and hopefully something good comes from this, which I'm sure it will. I hope that didn't mess it up. I just was getting a phone call, and I'm currently using my phone to record. So we're starting from the trenches, but we'll work our way up. So yeah, that's one of my goals, and I'm just really excited because this is something that I love. I love ASMR. It has helped me through a lot of sleepless nights, and because of that, I feel like I should return something to the community. I'm hoping that I can reach somebody that needs to rest, whether it's during the day while they're working and they just feel a little stressed after they've had tough conversations with friends, family. At night, if you're struggling with insomnia and not being able to sleep, hopefully this can help you is really encouraging me to do this, which is crazy because, you know, not a lot of people get ASMR. So I think, like, I tried to hide it from him. You know, I had this microphone before we met, and he saw the microphone just like sitting there being unused, and he was like, what do you use that microphone? Irritating. He said, what do you use that microphone for? And I was like, nothing. But eventually I told him, and he was like, what is ASMR? So, you know, I go to sleep with it, but I wasn't sleeping with it when he would stay over. But one night, he was like, turn it on. And of course, he like had to get used to it because I like the whispering, and I like the mouth sounds. And he obviously thought it was a little funny, but he is so supportive. And he was like, if this is what you want to do, if this is like something that you are passionate about, like, start. And I was like, okay. And it's been a few months, probably more than a few months since he's told me that. And I'm just now getting here, but I'm here. That's all that matters. But to go back to how we got together, it's my favorite story. I always tell him that our story is my favorite story because he's so wonderful. But I think I was, so to rewind a little bit, we started hanging out a lot, and like I said, we were keeping each other accountable, having really hard conversations and healing together. And we were both kind of like dating other people, and I was telling him about this guy that I was gonna go on a date with, that was gonna take me to. I hope that didn't mess it up either. That just told me I had a low battery. But this guy that told me he was gonna take me to like a football game and whatnot, and he was just like this random guy that had DM'd me on Instagram, and you know, I wasn't really taking him seriously. Like, there was a few guys that I was, you know, talking to, and he was talking to this girl that he like took to a concert, and you know, I was giving him advice for the girl and all this stuff. And I remember the guy, like, when we were supposed to hang out, we were supposed to like get dinner, you know, before we went to the football game, and the guy ghosted me, and I really didn't take him seriously, so it didn't like faze me that badly. But I think I told him, like, I like asked like, oh, how did the dinner go? And I was like, oh, he ghosted me, and like, I just told you his name. I'm sitting here like telling all of my business. My boyfriend immediately called me, and he was like, oh, how are you doing? Like, are you okay? All this stuff. And I was like so unfazed, and we ended up talking for like an hour about something else, but I thought it was so sweet that he cared. And like, it was after that, maybe like a month after that, that I was like, oh, he's actually kind of like my boyfriend now. I was like, he's actually kind of cute. He's actually like the best person that I've ever met in my life. Like, I think you have a crush on him. And I remember like realizing that I had a crush on him, and I called one of our mutual friends, and I was like, hey, like, just say it, and if you can reject it, you can reject it. So I was like, yeah, I was mad because I overheard you talking about another girl, and I realized recently that I like you. And he was like, I was like, and he was like, that's crazy because like I really like you too. And from then on, like I think we started spending time together in like a romantic way for like a week and a half, and then he was like, will you be my girlfriend? And it's been 8 months since then, and I am more in love than I have ever been. So happy, feeling so healthy in a healthy relationship, which was really important. And that was not what my last relationship was like. So it's a lot of unlearning unhealthy habits and replacing them with healthy ones. Especially because like with this one, I'm like, I know what I have, and I'm not stupid enough to let anything come in between us or mess it up. So yeah, did not expect this video to make this turn or to talk about this at all, but I'm happy that I did. I'm happy to be back, and yeah, he was a big part of me being back, so I'm glad that I got to share that story with you all. Sorry, my throat was making a weird sound, but expect to see another video from me in at least a week, maybe less than a week. Yeah, I think I want to end this with just like saying, if you are experiencing dark times, if you're experiencing tough times in any aspect of your life, I just want to tell you to hold on. It gets better. And I'm not saying my life is perfect now, because it is far from perfect. But if I would have known now, or then, if I would have known then what I know now, it would have given me a lot of hope. So I just want to say, like, hold on. It gets better. Surround yourself with the good people, people that can hold you up when you can't hold